Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio. And in this hour of the program, I want to talk about, I do want to talk about backhanded compliments, something I've recommended that you do. You give backhanded compliments as a way of getting women to do what you want, getting them under control. And you can start thinking about this right now before I have a few things to say here. Backhanded compliments you've been using, because we've been recommending those. And I'd like to get some of those on the air for guys who need some ideas. But this is a good time to remind you of something that... and this is not exactly a backhanded compliment, but it's kind of in that same ballpark. I want to talk to you a little bit about a story I was told by an ex of mine. An ex of mine who regularly bragged about her ability to get guys to buy her meals, buy her drinks, take her places, without putting out. Would these guys be under the impression they were going to get lucky? Yes. Did she ever tell them they were going to get lucky? No. Did she act and dress in a certain way and talk in a certain way that might lead someone to believe that? Maybe. She never actually told them it was going to happen. Sometimes she would even tell them it's not going to happen. You know, I'm not going to sleep with you. And guys took that as a challenge, or they took it that she didn't want to be perceived as a slut. Later on, after they would endow her with a meal worth hundreds of dollars or bottles of Cristal champagne worth several hundreds of dollars, what have you, she'd give them a peck on the cheek and go, "Good night." This ex of mine bragged about this, but she did tell me that one line that was used on her was particularly effective. This guy turned the tables. And this is why I related to a backhanded compliment, because he did what women usually do. So these two are going out on a date, and I guess they get in the car and they start heading to the restaurant. And on the way over to the restaurant, the guy turns to her and says, "I just want to let you know right now," this is the guy talking, by the way, "I just want to let you know right now that nothing's going to happen tonight." Now, this ex of mine was completely taken aback. And the first thing she says she thought was, "What's wrong with me? What do you mean nothing's going to happen tonight? What's wrong with me?" You see, the thing you have to hook into with women is their own insecurities, their own low self-esteem, their own self-doubt. When a woman feels like she's in control, you're getting nothing. When you tell her she's beautiful, when you tell her you would like to kiss her, God, you'd like to see her naked, God, you'd like to have sex with her, she's in the driver's seat, and she will say no. The minute you put a woman on ice, the minute you say you'll call her tomorrow and then you don't, the minute you tell her, "Hey, by the way, nothing's going to happen tonight," suddenly a woman completely turns the other direction. It's like, what? I'm not good enough to have sex with? I'm not good enough? Now you, the person making the comment, are the challenge. You see what I'm saying? You are the challenge. So now you've turned the tables, and now she's determined to get you to have sex with her. All by being bold and making a comment like that. Now, I've told you on the air many times about what a backhanded compliment is. Many of you, I was surprised to find out, did not know what the term meant. A backhanded compliment is something that sounds like a compliment, but it's really a put-down. So if you saw it written on a piece of paper, like if it was on a transcript or something, yeah, you couldn't be nailed. You couldn't be tagged. You couldn't be. Because technically, it's a compliment. And she cannot touch you. When you tell a woman, "I don't care what anybody thinks, I think you're beautiful," God damn it, that's a compliment. But now you've got her wondering who thinks she isn't beautiful. She's wondering who's thinking that. When she asks you, if she asks you, well, what are people saying? You just say, hey, it's not important. All that matters is that I think you're hot. You're in. You are in. When you tell a woman, I love a chick with a little extra meat on her bones. You didn't say which woman has a little extra meat on her bones. So if she thinks it's her, you just complimented her. You're untouchable. You don't have to tell a woman she's fat. You tell her, I love a woman with a little extra meat on her bone. You could tell a woman, lots of guys like big breasts. They like those implant stuff, not me. I like them small. Again, literally, you look at every word in that sentence, and there's nothing she can do. It's a compliment. But it's a compliment that causes her to have doubts. Doubts about herself and her own adequacy. That's how you get in. That's how you get in. You can do this with clothing. You know, I'm not really impressed with women who are all dressed into that trendy fashion. You know, I like it when a woman is a little more... I like women who like to dress down. You know, women are paranoid about what they're wearing, and most guys don't care as long as you take it off at the end of the night, okay? But you tell a woman you like a woman who dresses down, you like a woman with small breasts, you like women a little chunkier. Sounds like a compliment. That's a good one, Dean. I like that. Dean's goes like this, I'm glad you let your belly show. And most women wouldn't have the balls to do that. Let it hang out like that. Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt about it. You can make comments about hair color. You can make comments of... But again, the trick is, it has to sound like a compliment, but it has to spark self-doubt, personal loathing. It has to cause self-esteem to be eroded somehow. You know, I'm not into young chicks. Most guys are. I'm not. I like women who are, you know, a little more mature. Or, how about you take it the other direction? So, there you are, you're 40, you're dating an 18-year-old, and you say, most of my friends think you're too young and immature, but don't pay any attention to what they think. I like you just the way you are. In fact, that's the most valuable one of all. That phrase on its own stands by itself. Wasn't that a song by Billy Joel? I love you just the way you are. Billy Joel had a master. The first thing I thought when I heard that song, Just the Way You Are by Billy Joel, was, I don't know this chick, but there's something wrong with it. I don't know exactly what it is, but she's got defects. I don't know what they are. I'll tell you what, he probably wrote that song for some woman, and it was written as the biggest, longest, backhanded compliment in history. Are you kidding me? Don't go changing to try to please me. I love you just the way you are. Billy Joel was a master of the backhanded compliment. I mean, the first thing a woman would probably think is, what do I need to change? What's wrong with me? It's the perfect compliment to give. Any woman you say that to is going to wonder what's wrong with her. And then she's going to do whatever you say because she's going to feel that she's lucky to have you. Because God only knows what's wrong with her, and at least you accept her. Perfect. Perfect. Catch-all backhanded compliment. Probably the champion of all time backhanded compliments. Are you kidding me? The best. Don't pay any attention to what everyone else is saying about you. I think you're great. What's everybody saying? You know what? I don't want to get in the middle of this. All I'm saying is, no matter what other people think, I think you're spectacular. So you know what a backhanded compliment is, and I've been telling you boys to develop some of this in your repertoire, and it will definitely get you into bed with more chicks. So if you got an idea for a backhanded compliment, have you used any of these in the battlefield? I'd like to know.
Tom Leykis. Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
When you're 60, are you going to be with some young woman who doesn't care about you?
I have no idea. All I'll tell you is that Bob Barker's my idol. He's a guy who, at like 70 years old, gets sued for sexual harassment. That's my idol.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show. At 1-800-5800-TOM. Thank you for tuning in. All right. Backhanded compliments, boys. You know the ones I'm talking about. It's David on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. How you doing?
I'm okay, David.
Yeah, I got a backhanded compliment for you. It was kind of along the same lines as your last comment about the breasts, but what works pretty well for me is, you know, when I'm talking to them or whatever, and they, you know, happen to be, you know, small-breasted women, I'm just like, you know, big breasts are overrated. More than a handful is just too much for me. And it works every time. You know, their eyes light up, and they're just like, you know, hey, you know, this guy's hot.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I've had success with it quite a few times. So
Yeah.
it works pretty well.
Oh, big breasts are great, except I'm not with any right now. It's really,
Yeah, exactly.
That's really what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Thank you, David.
I figured I'd pass that on to you, man.
I love it. Thank you.
All right, not a problem. Later, Tom.
Appreciate the call. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. We're looking for backhanded compliments. This is Brian on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how's it going, man?
Okay.
Hey, I got a great one. I was dating this chick, went out with her a couple times, so we're going to go out one night, and she tells me, you know, I'm really busy now, don't have a lot of time for relationship, not really looking for a relationship. I said, hey, you know, that's cool. I thought we were just hanging out. There wasn't nothing going on in my mind. It was only about a week later, and I was banging her 10 ways to Sunday, and I tell you, what a freak. Biggest freak I ever had. Went on a few months, and she started getting serious, so I had to cut her loose, and then she was the one disheartened. So, oh, well.
Oh, don't worry about it. I have absolutely no interest whatsoever.
That's right. Yeah, what are you telling me, no relationship? That's what I'm saying. So, works great.
Sounds good to me.
Keep up the good work, man. Blow me up.
Here you go, Brian. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Joe on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How's it going?
Pretty good.
All right. Well, I was going out with this hot Australian chick, and she used to be very self-conscious about her breasts.
Right.
Just like the other caller. I used to tell her, you know what? You are perfect for me. that was the phrase right there, for me.
Ooh, there we go.
Yep. Can you blow me up, Tom?
No matter how you'd be for other people.
Yep. Doesn't matter what they all say.
For me, you're perfect.
For me.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
Yep. Can you take me out old school style?
Of course I can. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. BJ on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, son.
I have the ultimate backhanded compliment.
Yes, sir.
The women, they get called bitches, and they get called this. What you do is you go and say, it's okay, honey, I think you're a sweetheart. I don't care what other people say. And I had someone slap me thinking I was calling her a bitch. No, I'm just saying you're a sweetheart. I don't care what they say about you. You know, if you got problems and issues in your own mind, hey, I can't help that.
These are not things I'm saying. It's what other people say.
Yeah, I'm just saying you're a sweetheart. You know, if you got it in your mind that you're a bitch and you need to change, then, hey, that's you.
Yeah.
But
I never said you were a bitch. God forbid.
Yeah. You know what, Tom? You are the balls of all men out there. End of story. You are our cojones. You tell us how to do it right.
Thank you, BJ. Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Jason on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. How's your day going?
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, I've used to come. I've been out on a dinner with the girl before, and of course when she's eating, also, you know what? I just hate it when girls just don't, are too afraid to eat in front of me. So I just like it when a girl, isn't afraid to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I like girls who like to eat.
Yep, so pretty much, and she was, real thin, real nice looking girl, but just that alone right there was enough to make the night go smooth.
Give her that, Jason. This is Joe on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Father.
Hi, son.
Hi. I got a nice simple one for you.
Yes, sir.
You look at her and say, I always wanted to have a nice thick chick.
I always wanted to have a nice thick chick. I love that.
Can you take me that old school?
Of course. I always wanted to have a nice thick chick. These are backhanded compliments. You know what a backhanded compliment is, right? Okay, it sounds like a compliment, but it's really a put-down. It sounds like a compliment, but it's really a put-down. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. David on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm okay.
All right, so I dated this chick who was hot, and I mean ridiculously hot from head to toe, except she had the biggest pair of man hands you've ever seen in your life.
Are you sure she wasn't a transsexual or something?
No, she was all woman,
right,
fully vaginal, but she had the biggest hands you've ever seen. So I said to her, I kept complimenting her hands, and I'm like, I don't like it when a girl has really dainty hands. You look so cute. I love it. I kept complimenting her, and every time I complimented her, she kept using her hand on me. And she goes, ooh, you like my hands? I'll keep using them. And she kept using them. I get free, quote-unquote releases.
Yeah, of course, it was like a man doing it.
No, it was not. It wasn't like, come on, Tom, only you would like it if it was a man doing it. I like it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Come on, Tom, admit it. Come out of the closet. Let's make this a big, come on, let's make this the day. Come on.
Today's the day I'm going to come out of the closet. No, I'm going to save that. I'm going to save it for sweeps, for God's sake. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Mike on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Dad, how you doing?
All right, son.
That's great. You open the door for a girl, and you might catch yourself slip into it and say, hey, you look pretty good. But then right away you say, from a certain light. It kills them.
And even better, you say, you know what, in this light, you look pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
You do.
Can you take me out with the bong hit, Tom?
Sure. Here you go. Gene on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm a very new listener. I've listened to some of the advice and been putting it into practice, and it's been working.
Excellent.
I met this gal, a little small on top, and told her I like tomboys. Would she want to wrestle? She said yes. And the fact that I picked up that she smoked, and you'd given advice on that.
Yeah, you know what that means.
Yeah, and it did. It really meant that. And so, she is 20, I'm 54, and it worked out great. So thank you.
Gene, I'm here to help, of course. This is Rick on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, how you doing, Tom?
I'm okay.
Twice in the last week. This is amazing. The first one was about buying cars for girls.
Wait a minute, were you on already this week? Oh, can't do that. It's once in 90 days, baby. Once every 90 days. Shelley on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Shelley.
Hi.
Yeah.
The comment that my boyfriend always gives me, because I've lost 70 pounds, but I still, when I look in the mirror, I still see the 230-pound girl that I used to be. And a lot of what I have left over is skin. And he always tells me when he sees a pretty skinny girl, I was like, oh, why don't you just take a picture? It'll last longer. But baby, he tells me, I don't like skinny girls. Nothing to hang on to in the bedroom. He said, you're just fine for me, baby. You're the one I love.
Oh,
like,
boy.
Okay, honey. Thank you. You're the best.
There is nothing like a compliment that makes you lose your self-esteem. I think that's the best.
Oh, yeah, totally. And then when I do feel bad about myself, that's all you. That's all you. That's something you need to take.
Right.
I'm like, oh, thanks for the extra.
I told you. I'm crazy about you just the way you are.
Yes.
I wouldn't change anything.
He's looking at me right now.
Did you ever realize Billy Joel was the expert on the backhanded compliment? Did you know that?
Absolutely. And he tells me that. I love you just the way you are. We're sitting here. We started a conversation. We were having dinner. And we started talking about you because he was commenting on a caller that you had during the week.
Right.
And that's what started the conversation. So we started listening to you on the way home, and it's funny because exactly what we were talking about him giving me compliments and not being sincere about them. And then we turn on your show, and this is exactly what it is. And I'm sitting in the truck, and I'm pointing at him. I go, see, Tom Leykis is right. I said, but now I have a word for it, which is a backhanded comment.
Yeah, it's a backhanded compliment. That's what we call them.
Yes, and I like that because he's not one to be sincere. He's always joking around with me. I'm like, God, just once, just take me in your arms and look me in the eye and just tell me how much you love me and all that kind of good stuff. It's what we want.
Yeah.
It's what we want. And one of these days I'm going to call you and tell you how I treat this man and what I do for him and how much he doesn't give it up in the bedroom.
There we go. By the way, you're the best call I've had in the last 10 minutes.
I am?
Yeah. Of all the calls I've had in the last 10 minutes, you are number one.
You know what, Tom? It's so funny because in our conversation, if I could take just a couple of seconds, I told him, we've been together for almost 3 years now, and I told him, I said, it's so funny because if we ever broke up, and I said, and I go out on a date with another guy, I would first ask him, do you listen to Tom Leykis? And if he says yes, and I say, okay, that's fine. I'm letting you know now, I'm paying for my own dinner, and you are not getting laid. Let him know right off the bat.
There you go.
Tell your male listeners.
So then he can save time, not even waste time at that restaurant. Yeah. Just get up and leave.
Yeah, but then it's so funny because he's like, you know what, that could work to your advantage. And for all the ladies that are listening out there, you know what, we can tell you, if he comes and tells me, look, I'll buy you dinner, but I'm getting laid tonight. Fine, sure, baby, anything you want. You can get as soon as you drop me off at home, after you buy me dinner, after you take me to the movies, you can go call somebody, get your... You know what? Done. You know what I mean?
Well, there you go. The best caller in the last 10 minutes, everybody.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
How'd you marry somebody who doesn't like to go downtown?
I guess sheer stupidity.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
From Los Angeles. It's the Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. No, Dean, we're not looking for put-downs. We're looking for backhanded compliments. Compliments that only sound like compliments. They are really put-downs in disguise. Let's say hello to Dominic on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Hey, back in the day, I used to go with the ladies and try on clothes and everything, come out of the fitting room, look at the pants, and you look at them and you just say, you know what, I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't think your butt looks big in those.
Don't worry about what everybody else is saying. Take it from me.
It looks just fine, baby.
Yeah, no matter what.
Blow me up.
Here you go. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Let's say hello here to Mandy on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Mandy.
I've got a great one for you.
Yeah.
Back when I was in college, I had a guy tell me that I was buff.
Buff?
He wouldn't want to get into a fight with me. I looked strong.
Oh, boy. Meaning, but, you know, masculine. That's how I read it.
Well, I don't...
You look like a guy.
I'm one of those chicks that's had breasts since I was like 9, big breasts, and I'm 5'9", so I'm not petite in any manner. But yeah, it made me want to play that sexual, you know, sensual woman right away.
Look at that. Well, that's another one we can use. Thank you for that.
Thanks, Tom.
It's Dave on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Pops?
Not much, son.
Hey, I used to date this girl who used to be pretty conservative in the sack, you know, and I was kind of getting kind of bored with her, and finally I said, you know, it's so nice to be with somebody conservative and who's not willing to try things. I'm just tired of being with all these freaky girls I used to be with. The next thing you know, she was doing anything and everything I wanted her to do.
Oh, boy.
It was fantastic.
Man, oh, man. Freaky girls are overrated.
Absolutely. Hey, can you take me out to Tacoma Dome style?
What would that be?
Tacoma Dome style?
Yeah.
Bunch of explosions.
Are they blowing it up?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. They're blowing up the Tacoma. They should have done this years ago. All right, now we'll throw out a couple of explosions there. About time they got rid of that eyesore. The Tacoma Dome. What a dump. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Steve on the Tom Leykis Show. We're looking for your favorite backhanded compliment. Hello.
Hey, when you see a woman, you tell her, boy, your hair looks really nice. It's amazing what a $10 haircut will do for you. Or your hair looks really nice. It'd probably look really good if it was washed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here's one that's not even a compliment. You just look at somebody and say, like, the following. Like, is it windy outside? or is it raining?
Is it raining?
Yeah, is it raining is a good one.
Uh-huh.
Why do you ask? Oh, no reason.
Yeah. All right. Hey,
I did anything to erode a woman's self-esteem. That's all you have to do.
That's right. Challenge them.
That's
Don't
right.
sit on your hands and buy them stuff. Challenge them.
That's right.
Take me out old school.
Old school. Here you go. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Charles on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how you doing today?
Do you care, Charles?
Hey, I really don't give a damn. You know how it goes.
Hey, dude.
Look at here. I'm retired military, and I'm 52. When we was in the military and we see all these girls that had brothers for the first time, we used to tell them, Tom, you got real estate where the brothers like them. And
what was that? Now, you cut out there, Charles. What were you saying?
They said it got almost laid, too.
I bet it did.
Blow me up Kobe style.
Kobe style. Here you go.
This is about us. She's so special to me. Yeah, it beats in my heart. Yeah, the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
It's 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Melissa. Hello.
Hi. So you guys are talking about these backhanded comments.
Compliments.
Compliments.
Backhanded compliments, yes.
Okay, and you're acting like these guys have large penises and chiseled faces and drive expensive cars.
Oh, no, I'm not acting like that at all.
Bodies and...
It works for any guy.
And who make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
It works for any guy.
It doesn't work for any guy.
How do you know? You're not a guy.
You're talking about...
You sound like a guy.
Well, thanks. But you're talking about men who are probably really ugly.
It doesn't matter.
Who don't have nice
It doesn't matter. These backhanded compliments are the great equalizers.
Great.
You can cut any woman down to size. All you do is give her a backhanded compliment.
Well, why would you have to even... I mean, and you're talking about...
Because you want to get laid.
Backhanded compliments to put them in their places.
Yeah, you erode their self-esteem and keep them in line. Absolutely.
Keep them in line. And so these women have all these defects, but you're talking about these men. Oh, you have this woman who has all these defects, but you're going to be with them? I mean, I'll tell you like I told the other guy at work the other day. If
we're just going to have sex with them, that's all.
And all these women have defects all over their bodies, then why are you so apt to go and get them and be with them?
We're just using these lines to get lucky, dear.
Well, you don't have to give backhanded compliments.
Oh, it's very effective, though.
How are they effective? That's not effective.
Yeah, dear.
Nothing like that.
Everybody who's calling in is talking about how they use backhanded compliments to get laid, and they work.
Well, you know that other woman who just called, maybe that's why that works with some women, but women who have self-esteem, I mean, wouldn't you...
Women who have self-esteem are generally less attractive than those who don't.
What was that?
Women who have self-esteem are generally less attractive than those who don't.
Oh, don't you think that women with self-esteem who like their bodies the way they are move them a lot freer?
No, actually, well, here's the deal. I do believe that women with high self-esteem are generally fatter and homelier than women who are really hot, because women who are really hot are very hard on themselves. Women who are 4s and 5s, who weigh 180 pounds, they've given up. So they talk about being large and in charge, and they talk about being proud of who they are, and fat acceptance and all that stuff. Meanwhile, attractive women, my God, I was 106 yesterday, I'm 107.5 now. Oh, my God, they flip. So the idea is to continue to erode their self-esteem.
Women who are
no one said all women. You brought up the phrase all women, dear.
Oh,
I didn't.
You're saying that women who are 180 pounds and are rated
generally have higher self-esteem than women who are 108 pounds.
I don't think so. you're.
I know that sounds counterintuitive, dear, but I'm telling you, 9s and 10s have the lowest self-esteem of all the women I know.
Why can't they be 9s and 10s with high self-esteem who take care of their body?
Oh, I don't know why. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just telling you that.
If you're not a psychiatrist,
from my experience, dear,
you're preaching all this ugliness to people.
I'm telling the truth. It works. And by the way, we've heard from thousands of people who've done this, and it's worked for them. Thousands.
It doesn't work for them.
How do you know if it works for them or not?
Have low self-esteem.
How do you know if it works for them or not?
What's that?
How do you know if it works for them or not? How many women have you tried to pick up?
Go into a bar and look around.
How many women have you tried to pick up?
And look around.
How many women have you successfully picked up?
All these average.
How many women? The answer is 0, isn't it?
What was that? What was your
How many? Oh, Jesus Christ, it's like pulling teeth. How many women have you picked up?
None.
Right, that's my point, dear. The people who've picked up women, they're all telling you. Backhanded compliments make it easy.
Funny, or because you have a personality.
Forget that.
You have something in common.
We want you to shut your trap and give us what we want. We do not want you and your personality. You know what? I don't care about your personality. You know what they say about girls with nice personalities? Those are the ones with rolls of fat. You roll them in the flour and look for the wet spot. Those are the girls with nice personalities. You have such a nice face. Such an ugly body.
No, I think you're all screwed up. I really think that you're all screwed up.
Really? How so?
You're spewing all this ugliness, and it's just regular people. You know, anybody, thin, fat, ugly, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does, actually.
Nice person, you're gonna have nice relationships.
Dear, we're not looking for nice people. We're looking to get laid.
Well, if you just want to go out and get laid, then go out and get laid.
The easiest way to get laid is to erode a woman's self-esteem to the point where she just does whatever you want.
A woman with low self-esteem, and I'm saying anyone with low self-esteem,
right,
is going to bend over backwards for everything.
Right.
And it doesn't matter if
now you're singing my song.
Well, men with low self-esteem are the ones, telling you, all these women to make them have.
It's a war. The trick is to have her have lower self-esteem than I have.
Why would you want that?
So she'll do what I want.
No, she won't.
Yes, she will.
Oh, maybe.
You don't know. You've never done this.
You're right. Maybe she will do what you want.
Perfect.
She won't do anything extra. I mean, come on.
Extra. All I need, spread your legs, the old in and out. That's all I care about. After that, I don't get.
Do that. You don't have to be.
I don't give a rat's ass after that.
So
oh yeah. It's the Tom Leykis Show. With some of your basic backhanded compliments here. It's Dawn on the Tom Leykis Show. Dawn?
Yes, hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Do you care?
Do I care?
Yeah.
About what?
How I am.
Not really.
You must be a new listener.
Say again?
You must be a new listener.
I am. I don't even know who you are, to be honest with you.
And who gave you the phone?
My friend just texted me and told me to listen to Tom Leykis, and I text back, is that a CD? He said 97.1. So I'm listening, and then I thought you're hilarious.
Oh, thank you. And we're talking about backhanded compliments, darling.
Yes, and I called you and said you're the best DJ I've ever heard.
Really? Is that a backhanded compliment?
Well, I mean, it's funny to me. That one girl was just going off. I didn't know why. I think that she's very insecure to be going off so much.
I know. And that's the thing. She didn't realize that she was playing right into my little game.
I noticed that. What it was funny to me is you had asked her if she had ever used that to pick up a girl. And what's funny is a girl used it to pick up me, and I don't swing it on the other side. And sure enough, the next thing I know, I actually was kissing the girl.
Unbelievable.
The Tom Leykis Show.